Hello everyone, welcome back. In this session, we will see the next command from the data menu, the data validation. So the validation means we can set or apply some rules while entering the data into a particular cell or a range. Okay, so what does this validation mean? Say for example, if I wanted to um, say for example enter any new data for the companies. However, here I just wanted to have the data for the given four companies, company 1, 2, 3, and 4, and for only these three values, and none of the other value can be entered into these columns. Okay, so what I can do is for the company, I will click on the cell or the range of cells, go to data and validation, or I can right click and down I have the data validation. Here my cell range has been highlighted. I can modify that. Then we have list from a range. Okay, so I can give a list, uh, or I can if I have a range I can use that, or I can type the list of items here. So for example, if I have the list here, say company 1, and so this is the shortcut. If we drag, the changeable quantities will change here. Okay, so in this range, list from a range, I can select the range from here. Okay, now this option will enable the drop down list in when we click on the particular cell having a data validation. This is the type of validation we want. Either we want to show only warning, or we can reject the input at all if the input is not as per our set criteria or as per our validation rules. So let me first show the warning and then we come on to the reject input, and then we have appearance, show the validation help text. This means that if there is any warning or if there has been any rejection, so what message we want for the user. Say for example, okay, let me save this. Now see here, as soon as I applied, I have these drop downs. Okay, and if I click on the cell, it will show me the validation help text. This is a test message for validation. Okay, now if I click on the drop down, I will have these options from here. Now as we have chosen from a list of range, if I say modify my range by say 5, I will have that option readily available with me. Okay, so let's go ahead and here apply the other type of validation. So here I'll check set the another option, list of items. So here as the help text mentions, enter item separated by a comma, so I can just write, say for example, says sales outlets, then comma, items sold, and sales in INR. Okay, and here I will just use the another option here without having any text, and you can say save. Now see here, sales outlets, items sold, and sales INR. So I can choose any one of the value. It is not showing me any help text, however, and here if I say company 8, and it has given me the warning that input must fall within the specified range. However, it has accepted the input. But here, if I try to enter any other text, it will simply throw an error message and it will not accept that text. So that's the difference between show warning versus the reject input. Okay, let's move ahead. Then we have, let me select another range. Okay, then we have number. So let's say greater than 0. Okay, and reject input, I'm keeping this in. Okay, now what will happen here? Now there is no text appearing or any drop downs appearing. However, if I try to enter any number, I can enter. If I try to put some text, it will reject with a predefined warning saying the data you entered violates the data validation rule in this cell. Okay, now if I try to enter the number but in negative value, it will still highlight that because it is not satisfying my validation criteria. Similar is the case for the text. We can only enter text with the preset condition whether the string we are entering contains the particular set of characters into it. If it does not contain or equals, if it's a valid email. So for example, if it's a valid email and say enter. So let me see here, test email. Let's suppose I forgot and directly say gmail.com. So it will say this is an invalid text. However, we need a preset format for the email, test at xyz.com. So it will accept because the email format will always be in at followed by the dot and the extension. Okay. So the same goes for the date. Is the valid, if it is a valid date, if it is on or before. So these conditions like what we have seen in the conditional formatting, the same we can apply here. Similarly, custom formula is basically if you have any custom formula. So for example, if uh, uh, say for example, depending upon the reference cells, if we have any conditions, so this is not mainly used, but we can have those conditions filled in here as well. And then finally the checkbox. So here we can use custom cell values, or say for example when we say checkbox, we can directly get the checkbox. So here I can only put true or false. Okay, so this is it in the data validation. We can see the pivot tables in the next session, so stay tuned for the next. Thank you.